just kind of inquiring what the backstory is. So when you tell me,
for the lid, because I ran out of dye. And then I had some extra from that and poured it in here, just to use it up.
Well, all I'm telling you is like, and you're being very respectful, so I'm going to give you that respect back. But all I'm telling you is that, as I stated, this is a consensual.
And then I went ahead and mixed up some extra UV resin and filled these up. So I'll be back for the demolding. I accidentally demolded it off film, but this is how it turned out. Really, really well. For only being my 4th or 5th item, it's pretty amazing how I'm getting these done. But I'm going to trim this. I'm going to trim this in either silver or gold. I haven't decided yet. And the top came out perfect. My next step is to put it together. And I got a little change of color right here, but you won't see that because I'm going to put this on top. Bring it down a little bit closer. Well, that didn't work, now did it? So I'll put it all together, and I might even try to find those little gold prong legs and put it up on legs. We'll see if I can find some stones to put in. I really like to deck it out, but I'm not real sure if this is the color when I want to do it, or if I want to do it on a different color. But it came out very well. This is actually my next project. I've already dusted them for my next pour, but that'll be in my next video. Ouch, ouch. I have a new kitten, and right now he is scratching my behind. Ouch. Alright. You guys want to say hi? There. Say hi to the camera. That's my new kitty. This is Mouse. And he was not supposed to be mine. He's a tiny, tiny little baby, a month old maybe. And I found him outside in my neighbor's yard just crying and screaming for help. He's just the tiniest little thing. He sits in my hand. His name is Mouse. And he's the sweetest baby. I actually litter trained him in one day. Okay, then we have these, which on these I had a lot of problem with. I mixed the gold and dumped almost a half a bottle of my gold into the UV resin, and it really messed them up. I had to cook them under the UV lights almost 2 hours because they just wouldn't set up. So I'm going to have to do some filing, but look at the intricate detail on that. That came out so well. Let's see if I can get a better shot for you guys. This one really came out nice. There is a lot of overpour that I'm going to have to sand down real quick with my nail file. You can see a lot of it right here. Very intricate little details. I mean, they came out really well. Considering this is my first time ever doing this. I never did UV molds like this. I used UV to put things together, but this is the first time I've ever made a mold with UV.
What's up, guys?
Nice big shell.
Today, tied up in the fence, tried to get over it. This wasn't big enough to get up over the fence, and we thought we'd help you on in here for a minute.
And there they all are.
He knew that we weren't going to hurt him or anything like that here.
So,
In those little trees, but he headed right into the swamp on a trail, and that really concerned me because I knew that he just didn't have the energy to even get through a swamp. And he got hung up there and just stood there. So we went over.
and they fit in here perfectly.
No, I'm not getting it from this side. I gotta walk around and go over the other side.
Alright, so that's that. I just wanted to show everybody exactly what I'm doing here. I'm just, instead of putting a jewel in, I'm just filling these in. I absolutely love these Let's Resin chrome markers. They're awesome. The best part is once they dry, they're good. And if you make a mess up or whatever, just quickly wipe it off with a baby wipe or alcohol wipe. Okay, to show I'm a newbie, somebody tell me what kind of alcohol am I supposed to spray these with when I have bubble trouble and all that? See, 99 proof, and it's expensive. It's $10 a bottle, and I don't know if that's because of COVID or what the hell, but it's outrageous. So I'm not going to buy until I know exactly what percentage I'm supposed to be using, because it's expensive. And as I've said in a previous video, I am having serious financial problems, which is why I've started making videos and content for a channel. So instead of setting up a GoFundMe to get help with my disability and all that, having your legs amputated really puts a damper on anything you want to do around the house. And I'm not only handy with crafts, I'm extremely handy with tools and around my own home. I've been here 15 years, and so far I've did 98% of any repairs and work that I can do being a double leg amputee. And I do climb ladders, very terrifying and shakingly, but I climb ladders and I do my repairs as much as I can. But I have got a roof problem, a roof leak, and a plumbing issue that I need help with, and I can't pay for it. Right now, I went through and I filled all these, and then I colored them, but when I touch them with the marker and it snags on that bubble area, trust me, I'm hitting it again with UV resin and recoloring. If I'm gonna talk about doing that, I might as well show you what I'm talking about. Like this one, I put some UV in it and hit it with the light, and it did do a little better, but it's still not to the point that I like. Alright, I set this in here so I could make video a minute ago, and I can't control it, but okay. So I take the pin. I need to elevate it because I just can't see. I'm getting old, people. My eyes don't work like they used to. So I'm taking the pin and getting a little tiny dip on the end of the pin and let it run in there. Just like that. And then hit it quickly with the light. And yep, I'm doing this for every single bubble. It only takes a second because this is so tiny and minuscule. This one I've already done. And some of them, it doesn't look like I've done it. but I have because I haven't colored them in yet. Alright, and this one I think is finished. Yeah, I've hit these ones. They don't look like I did because it's just clear UV resin on them right now. Alright, I see one on the other side that looks like I may have missed it. I'm doing these 3 right now with the light because it kind of looked like they were still wet. And I do want to color them in quickly, so I'm going to make sure I've got them all done. And this one, it doesn't look bad from this side, but looking at it from the other side, it's bad. Yep, just like that. A little teeny tiny dot. A little teeny tiny dot will do you. Alright, so I'm going to set my UV resin cap back in here. And then I'm going to grab my gold marker and see if my idea works, because I believe this is dry. Dadgummit. Alright. Let's see if my idea works. So I'm going to be very careful. Look at that. See that? These two, you can't even tell where there was an air bubble. I mean, maybe in the bright light, like right here, I can see it just faintly. I'm tickled. Some of these are really coming out great. And I'm not gonna lie, this is a big time financial thing for me. I own my house, double leg amputee. I was very blessed at what I paid for it, and I've been in here 15 years. But now my roof has started to leak in the center of my house, and it goes straight to my basement through the walls. And there's the roof of the leak, and I have a tree in my backyard pressing up against my house that's pushing against the roof of the back of the house and causing damage, and I'm told it has to be taken care of immediately. So instead of setting up a GoFundMe, which everybody keeps telling me you need to do a GoFundMe with your condition, your illness, and everything that's going on, you'll get help, I would rather sell people my crafts, and I would rather put how I make my crafts online for very little money. I don't care, as long as I can make some kind of money to put towards the roof. So anyways, I don't like to ask people for money. I have a serious issue with it. I've never been able to do it. So this is what I'm going to do as fast as I can do it. And I say fast, but it's not fast. I'm doing hundreds of videos so that I have stuff to post. I'm making hundreds of crafts, and I have a second bedroom that is now my craft room, which is actually turned into a craft storage, because that's where I'm putting all the stuff I keep making, because I have nowhere else to put it. Okay, so marker has dried. This one needs a little dot in there. Where are these little fuzzies coming from? It must be the baby white. Okay. So there you are. Look at that. That one's got a pinhole. I'm not going to worry about a teeny pinhole. That one I didn't paint yet. So anyway, these videos are not just hopefully going to make me some profit to fix my home, but hopefully make some friends and talk to people again. My fiance passed away, and I pretty much don't talk to anybody. And when I say anybody, I mean I don't have anybody to talk to. Okay, I see where I got some resin up there. I mean some marker up there. I must have just did that. Okay, this one is technically done. Little side note, I watch dozens and dozens of videos before I make anything, so that I know what the heck I'm doing. And one thing I have already made is, you know, the dinosaur in the egg. I made the dinosaur, came out 98% great.
But I haven't made the egg because I've been watching a whole lot of videos of how to do it, and a lot of people messing it up. And I am absolutely terrified of wasting resin. I will not, I just won't waste resin. I can't get myself to do it. I won't make a practice pour without knowing exactly what I'm doing, and I call it a practice pour if I screw it up. If I don't screw it up, it's just another pour. If I screw it up, I say, oh, it's okay, that was my practice pour. Okay, so now I gotta let this gold dry.